Hello, my dear students. In our last video, we have understood the introduction of polynomial, that is having all kind of concepts, small concept that is required for this particular chapter. So before starting our next video, I want you to please go and revise that video so that this will be easy. Our today's video is based on the exercise problem of your test book. So should we start? There are two exercises in this particular chapter. First exercise is 2.1. It has got only one question. So let us read the question first, which says the graph of y is equal to px are given below. Find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. So you can see there are graph. Before starting this question, let us revise one concept. ये number of zeros कैसे पता चलेंगे? ग्राफ एक्स एक्सिस को हाउ मेनी टाइम्स इंटरसेक्ट करेगा, दैट मेनी टाइम्स ऑफ zeros you will get. Okay, so let us write this concept. I want you to write down in your notebook graph intersection with x axis is called zero. So look at the first question. Here the graph is a straight line. It is intersecting y-axis but not intersecting x-axis, and therefore it has got no zero. Look at the second graph. You can see here the graph is intersecting only at one point on x-axis, so it will have 1 0. And for third graph you can see 3 zeros. Why? Because it is intersecting x-axis at 3 points, so it will have 3 zeros. Okay, let us go to the question number 4. Okay, so let's start with the fourth question. Here you can see this graph is intersecting x-axis at these 2 points. Therefore, it will have 2 zeros. How many zeros? 2 zeros. Look at this graph. It is something like this. You can see it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is intersecting x-axis 4 times. So it will have 4 zeros. And the last question of this exercise, you can see one intersection clearly, another intersection it touches, that is also called as zero. So second time it touches and third time, so it will have 3 zeros. Okay, so that is it. We are finished with the first exercise 2.1. Let us start with the next exercise 2.2. Now let's start with our next exercise, exercise 2.2. Let us read the question. First question says, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficient. So first thing that what you have to do, you have to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. By what you will do? You will do it by middle term splitting. Once you get the zeros, then you have to verify that zeros with the coefficients and the relationship between the zeros. So let us understand this step by step. First thing is do the middle term splitting of this. So I can see I can split it as minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Okay, so I can take x common, x minus 4 plus 2 x minus 4. So I get the two factors are x minus 4, x plus 2. So now if x minus 4 is equal to 0, my x is equal to 4. X plus 2 is equal to 0, my x is equal to minus 2. So you can just write down as let alpha be 4 and your beta be minus 2. As we know that the quadratic polynomial have got two roots, that is alpha and beta, that we are assuming. Okay, so the first thing, we are done with the first part of the question, that is finding the zeros. Now verify the relationship. How many types of relationship we have? We have two. One is sum and the product. But before that, we have to compare this quadratic equation with the standard form. What is the standard form? Comparing with ax square minus bx, ax square plus bx plus c, right? So if you compare that, you will get a is equal to 1, your b is equal to minus 2, and your c is equal to minus 8. This is the first step. This we have to show. Okay. Next, we will write sum of zeros. So you got the zeros are alpha plus beta. If you do that, you will get 4 plus minus 2, that is 2. And by formula, what is the formula of sum of zeros? It is minus b by a. This you have to remember, dear students. You get many MCQs also on this. So it is minus of minus 2 by 1, that is 2. So you can see by formula also it is 2, and manually also ये 2 ही आ गया. तो ये verify हो गया. The first relationship is verified. Next, go to the product of zeros. Okay, that is alpha into beta we will do. 4 into minus 2, you will get minus 8. And by formula, what do we have? Product of 0. Product of 0 is c by a. So c is minus 8. 8 is 1. So you get minus 8. So by formula also minus 8. By manual taking product also minus 8. Okay, let us go to the next question. Sub question 2. Okay, now let's start with our next question, where we have to factorize, or we have to find the zeros of 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Okay, so here I can do again middle term splitting as minus 2s plus 1. So this becomes 4. So if you try to take out common, it will be 2s, 2s minus 1, 2s minus 1 minus 1. So you will get 2s minus 1 the whole square as the factorization. So if you want to find the root, it will be, if 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, your s is equal to half. There are 2, power is 2. So your alpha is also half and your beta is also half. Okay. So now let us compare the given equation 4s square minus 4s plus 1 comparing with ax square plus bx plus c. We get a as 4, we get b as minus 4 and c as 1. Okay. So first relation that we have to find is sum of zeros, where it will be alpha plus beta, that is half plus half will be coming 1. And by formula, sum of zeros is given by minus b by a. So minus b is minus 4, minus of minus 4. So you can write this as minus of this inside also minus 4. A is 4. So you will get answer as 1. So by manual addition also it is 1. By using formula also it is 1. So it is verified. The next relationship is product of zeros, which is alpha into beta. If you do, it is half into half, you will get 1 by 4. Okay, and by formula it is c by a. So c is 1 and by a is 4. So again you can see by formula also 1 by 4 and manual multiplication also 1 by 4. So whatever zeros we have found and the relationships are also verified. Let us go to the next question, question number 3. Okay, let's go for the next question, that is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So here we have to first of all rearrange the thing. It will become 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So you can get this as 18. So factorization, middle term splitting will be minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. Okay, so this will become 3x, 2x minus 3 plus 1. So your factors are 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Okay. So let 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So first is 3 by 2 and 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Second is minus 1 by 3. So I will assume alpha is 3 by 2 and let my beta is minus 1 by 3. The next immediate thing that we are doing is comparing this 6x square minus 7x minus 3, comparing with ax square plus bx plus c. See, my dear students, here before doing comparison, rearrange the terms, because in the question terms are given mixed, so you have to rearrange the term as per the order and then you compare. So your a will become 6, b is minus 7 and c is minus 3. For that, if you do sum of zeros manually, that is alpha plus beta, you will get 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3. If you add this, you will get 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3, which will come to 6, 9 minus 2, that is 7 by 6. And by formula, if you get sum of zeros, that is minus b by a, minus of minus 7 by 6, which is 7 by 6. So you can see by formula and manual also it is same. The last relationship that we have to see is product of zeros. First we will directly multiply them, alpha into beta, 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3, ye 3 gaya, your answer is minus half. This is manually, and then you have to find formula wise product of zeros. What is the formula? By the time we are knowing that, it is c by a. C is minus 3 and by a it is 6. So if you reduce this, this will come to minus half. So you can see here both are same. Okay. So this completes our third question of this question. Third sub question of this question. Let us go to the fourth sub question. So now let's start with the next question, that is 4u square plus 8u. Here you can see the constant term is missing, but still it is a quadratic polynomial and you can factorize this by taking 2u out, that is common. You will get 2u plus 4, correct? So these are the two factors. You can't do anything. So you can write either 2u is equal to 0, that means u is equal to 0, or 2u plus 4 is equal to 0 means 2u is equal to minus 4 and your u is equal to minus 2. So I can assume that let alpha is equal to 0 and my beta is equal to minus 2. Okay, so now let us go for comparing this. 4u square plus 8u, you will comparing with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c. If you do that, you will get a as 4 because x square u square के साथ compare करेंगे. bx 8 u के साथ compare करेंगे, your b will be 8, but there is no c, so you will write c as 0. Okay, so first relationship is sum of zeros. If you try to sum alpha plus beta, it will be 0 plus minus 2. Answer is minus 2. And if you do the same by sum of zeros by formula, that is minus b by a. Minus b by a करेंगे तो यहाँ पे आएगा minus 8 by 4. That will get cancelled and you will get minus 2 itself. It is same. Okay. And the next relation that we have to see, that is product of zeros. Product of zeros, multiply alpha into beta. Alpha is 0 into beta is minus 2. Your answer is 0. Okay. And by formula now you will do product of zeros. Your formula is c by a. C is 0, a is 4. Answer is 0. So you can see by formula also it is coming 0 and manual multiplication it is also coming 0. So it is verified. Let us go to the fifth question of this fifth sub question of this question. fifth sub question of this question where it is t square minus 15. So looking at this, we can write this as t the whole square minus root 15 the whole square. Okay, which is in the form a square minus b square. So we can write one factor as t plus root 15, another factor as t minus root 15. So if I take t plus root 15 is equal to 0, your one root is minus root 15. T minus root 15 is equal to 0. So your another root is plus root 15. So I'll take alpha is equal to minus root 15 and my beta is plus root 15. Okay, now take the quadratic t square minus 15 comparing with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c. Here you compare this t square x square powers together. So your a is 1. There is no b term. So b is 0. But c term is there, which is minus 15. Okay. So now first relationship, that is sum of zeros. If you do alpha plus beta, that is minus root 15 plus root 15 will get cancelled, you will get 0. Same thing we will do, but sum of zeros. Now we will go by formula, that is minus b by a. As there is no b, that will become 0 by 1, which is 0 only. So that is verified. Okay. Last, that is the product of zeros. Product of zeros, you will take alpha into beta minus root 15 into plus root 15. You do what you will get? You will get root 15 into root 15, 15, but negative 1. Na? So minus 15. Okay. And now by formula you will write product of zeros will be c by a. Your c is minus 15, a is 1. So your answer is minus 15. Both are same. You can see this. So this question is also verified. Let us go to the last question of this main question number 1. Okay. Okay, so now let's start with the sixth sub question of this, that is 3x square minus x minus 4. This is again a quadratic polynomial where we can go for middle term splitting. So let us do middle term splitting here. 3x square, this is 12, means minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. You can take x common from this. You will get 3x minus 4 inside. One more 3x minus 4 I can see, so it's plus 1. 3x minus 4 is 1. X plus 1 is another factor. So let 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So your one root is 4 by 3. X plus 1 is equal to 0. Another root is minus 1. So I will write let alpha is equal to 4 by 3 and beta is equal to minus 1. Now you have your quadratic equation 3x square minus x minus 4 comparing with standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c. Your a is 3, b is minus 1 and c is minus 4. Okay. First you will see the relation, that is sum of zeros. You will manually add them first. Alpha plus beta को manually add करेंगे. Alpha है 4 by 3 plus beta है minus 1. 4 by 3 minus 1 करेंगे, आपको मिलेगा 4 minus 3 by 3, that is 1 by 3. Now by formula, sum of zeros, what is the formula for this? It is minus b by a. Okay, so it is minus of minus 1, a is 3. So your answer is 1 by 3. You can see by formula also it is 1 by 3. Manual addition also it is 1 by 3. Okay. Now last relation, that is product of zeros. You will take alpha into beta Alpha is 4 by 3, beta is minus 1. So your answer is minus 4 by 3. This is manual multiplication. Now by formula, that is product of zeros, C by A, right? C is minus 4 and A is 3. So you can see minus 4 by 3, minus 4 by 3 verified. Okay. So this completes the first question of exercise 2.2. Let us go to the second question of exercise 2.2. So now let's start with the last question of this exercise. We'll read the question. Find the quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as sum and the product of its zeros respectively. तो जो पहला है वो सम है, दूसरा है वो प्रोडक्ट है. सम है, प्रोडक्ट है, सम है, प्रोडक्ट है. इसके लिए वो कंसेप्ट मैंने लिख के रखा है यहाँ पे. That concept, that is just for revision. How you form a quadratic polynomial by using this formula: x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zero. So now first question you can see 1 by 4 and minus 1. So 1 by 4 क्या है? सम है. माइनस 1 क्या है? उसका प्रोडक्ट है. तो ये वाले फॉर्मूला में अगर हम लोग करेंगे तो ये आएगा एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस सम 1 by 4x प्लस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरो क्या है? माइनस 1. तो अगर इसको करेंगे ये क्या आएगा? एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स बाय 4 माइनस 1. ओके. अभी इधर क्या होता है पता है? ये जो है ना ऐसा क्वाड्रेटिक आता है जिसमें डिनोमिनेटर आ जाता है कोई से भी टर्म में. तो इन दैट केस वी हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस अ कांस्टेंट कॉल्ड k, दैट इज x square minus x by 4 minus 1. Why so? Because there can be anything na. With this quadratic you can get any other coefficients with this. So k is just a proportionality constant that we are introducing. This is for all polynomial. For all polynomial you will get. But if your k is equal to 4, then what will happen? You write 4, you will get here x square minus x by 4 minus 1. ये 4 अंदर चला गया तो ये हो गया 4x square minus 4x square minus ये 4 चला जाएगा, आपके पास रह जाएगा सिर्फ x minus 4. सो ये आ जाएगा आपका quadratic equation if you have k is equal to 4. I hope you have understood this. So now let us go to the next question. In the next question you have got again sum as root 2 and product as 1 by 3. So you will write x square minus sum of the two zeros into x plus product of the two zeros. So if you see this again you got a fraction. That means you will introduce a letter called k, that is x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. This is for all the polynomials you can say. But if your k is equal to 3, because you can see 3 in the denominator here, right? So this becomes x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. If this 3 comes inside, this becomes 3x square minus 3 root 2x और ये 3 से कैंसिल हो जाएगा, आपका आंसर आ जाएगा 1. सो ये है आपका quadratic with sum as root 2 and product of the zeros as 1 by 3. Let's see the next question. Here again you will use the same formula. It will be x square minus sum of the zeros is 0 into x plus product of the zeros is 5. So you can see the middle term is not existing. You will write x square plus root 5. Simply, this is easy because there is no denominator. Understood? Let us go for the last fourth, fifth and sixth questions of this particular question. Now let's see the last three remaining questions of this main question number 2, where for fourth question sum given is 1 and product is also 1. So with using this formula you will get x square minus sum of 0 is 1 into x plus product of 0 is also 1. So you can see it is simply x square plus x plus 1. There is no other denominator remaining over here. So you can keep this as your final answer. Okay. So now let's go to the next question. Here again you got x square minus of 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. So if you do this, you will get x square plus 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. Now you can see denominator here. So I will introduce one letter k, x square plus x by 4 plus 1 by 4. This is for all other polynomial. Okay, but if your k is now in the denominator, you can see 4. K is equal to 4. Then what will happen? 4 into x square प्लस x by 4 प्लस 1 by 4. ये 4 अंदर गया तो आपका क्वाड्रेटिक बनेगा 4x square. ये 4 कैंसिल हो गया. You will get x और ये 1. So this will be your quadratic equation. I hope you have understood this. Now let's go to the next one, last one, where again it is x square minus sum of the zeros, which is 4 into x, plus product of the 0 is 1. So your answer is x square minus 4x plus 1. Okay, so this is it. We have completed both the exercise of this chapter, polynomial. I hope you have understood. This is a very short and sweet chapter given in your textbook. But if you see your exemplar or you see any previous year question papers, then you can see many tough questions are asked depending upon these particular concepts. So what we will do, as soon as we'll finish our portion over here on this on my channel, we will go for practicing more and more examples related to your exam. So I hope you have understood this chapter entirely. In my next video, I'll start with a new chapter. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Take care.